Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
He sometimes caused his fans to recoil in horror, like when, in the Sahara, he took refuge in the carcass of a camel, having first plucked out its organs and skinned it, using its hide as a blanket as he sheltered overnight. But has survival specialist Bear Grylls ever induced the same disbelief, even revulsion, that he did in April when he took a leading part in the baptism of Russell Brand? If so, Grylls is facing the flak in the same unflinching manner that he confronts all extreme challenges. In his first public statement since the ceremony, during which Brand was fully immersed in the River Thames, close to his home in Henley, Grylls describes it as a privilege to have been able to stand beside the disgraced comedian-turned-conspiracist. Fully aware that many feel queasy about Brand being investigated by the Metropolitan Police following allegations of historical sexual misconduct, which he vehemently denies, Grylls adds, "Let's hope those accusations aren't true, for everybody's sake. I always try and live without judging anyone." Grylls, 50, confirms that he bonded with Brand, 49, when the self-styled thought leader appeared on Running Wild, one of Grylls' reality survival shows. "I stand beside many people, trying never to judge, always to love, always be kind, support people wherever they are." He was a Running Wild guest and a friend, proud to do that. Any chance that Brand's baptism, and, specifically, Grylls' role in it, would remain private evaporated when Brand plastered photographs on social media. The images caused much alarm in the Scout Association, of which Grylls has been an inspirational chief scout. Weeks later, I disclosed that he was to stand down from the post, which he has held since 2009, later this year. But Grylls has no regrets for his staunch support of Brand, describing his friend's baptism as a life journey, and adding, "I really wish him well, and his lovely family." Of all the football celebrations to go for, twerking, dancing provocatively in a squatting stance, is certainly an unlikely one. And of all the places to twerk when England scores, a private yacht on the Mediterranean Sea is hardly conventional. But model and socialite Poppy Delevingne brought the atmosphere of a British boozer to her Italian holiday with friends as they watched the gripping game between England and the Netherlands on Wednesday. St. George's flags adorned the deck and Poppy, always prepared with an outfit for every occasion, wore an England shirt with an England-themed party hat to match. In a video posted by a friend, Poppy stands whooping and cheering at the TV, followed by a clip of her twerking, naturally. Victory for the Henman family, I can disclose, in the last week of Wimbledon, albeit of a bittersweet kind. In his final months, Tony Henman, who died in May aged 84, led a rearguard battle to save the village shop and post office in Weston-on-the-Green, Oxfordshire, where his youngest son Tim grew up and learned to play tennis. His efforts were not in vain. The post office and shop are now safe, a local tells me. Tony was the first to speak at the meeting in the village hall and probably the first to become a shareholder, raising the funds to save it. Sir Elton John has been a music icon for decades, but this didn't register with one shopkeeper on the French Riviera, where the singer spends his summers. I hear Sir Elton, who thrice performed to a packed Accor Arena in Paris in his final singing tour, Farewell Yellow Brick Road, was mistaken for an Australian tourist and almost denied access to the loo after entering trainer shop Sugarkicks in Nice with his sons Zachary and Elijah. That was until the Lebanese owner, Ryan Sucker, 22, reportedly asked the superstar what he did for a living, to which he answered, "I'm Elton John." Sucker immediately took his phone out to Google his name. How much would you pay to read Christine Keeler's diary? Yesterday, the late British model's little book of appointments for 1962 and letters from her time in prison, forecast to fetch £12,000, were sold at auction for £15,600. Keeler was, thanks to her friendship with osteopath Stephen Ward and an affair with John Profumo, Secretary of State for War, a key figure in the Profumo scandal, which brought the downfall of Harold Macmillan's Tory government in 1963. My hope is that the sale will raise awareness.